Welcome inside the State Champs studios for another edition of State Champs Hockey Time. I'm Jonathon, along with Sean Baligian. Sean, it's now the semifinal.
Yeah, congratulations to all the teams that advanced. It's been a tremendous tournament so far, but now it gets real. We all convene under one roof, and that, of course, is the beautiful USA Hockey Arena out in Plymouth.
All of our State Champs programming is brought to you by Lawrence Technological University. You can recruit yourself at ltuathletics.com. State Champs Hockey Time is presented by our friends at the Alto Equipment Company. So, Sean, let's get right into it. It's the semifinals at USA Hockey Arena, and we begin in Division II, Heartland taking on Marquette on Thursday.
Well, I think a lot of people thought that this was the matchup that we were all going to see, and that's exactly how it played out. Look, this one could go either way. Make no mistake about that. Marquette was the team that everybody was intrigued to see. You had heard some people from up north talk them up. You heard some people that saw them up in the Traverse City tournament, but then everybody was talking about them after we saw them down at the Trenton Showcase. Garrow, Delis, Grange, Moyer up front. Their sophomore goaltender's been getting it done as of late. You're seeing him go like this as the year goes on, so that is going to be a dandy. And, of course, for Heartland, they always have that target on them, John. They just do. That's what Coach Gadwa's created out there. They're balanced up front. Of course, Trombley's getting it done. Pouliot's a heck of a player. Reagan in net. So much of what they want to do starts with their defense score. It's been that way for quite some time. This is going to be a great game to get it all started.
And in the other Division II semifinal, we have a pair of MIHL teams. Trenton taking on Brother Rice. This is the second straight year that these teams square off in the semis.
Well, let's start with Trenton, okay?
It's Trenton.
Is anybody surprised? We talked about it, like seriously, back in December when they were struggling. I was like, stop it. Trenton's going to be okay. But it's not that easy. It's not like snapping your fingers. I want to give some credit to Coach Clemens. Not only is he a great guy, but I'll tell you what, to all you coaches out there that maybe are undecided on who to pick for Coach of the Year, maybe you put a check mark next to his name. He's done a tremendous job, keeping that ship steady all year long. How about Miklos, right? What a great story. You've seen him go like this all year, just like his older brother did. So they are going to be dangerous for anybody. And Brother Rice, I said it last week, I'm going to say it again. They are the defending champions, okay? You've got arguably the best player in the state in Rosa Ducharme. Cassidy Ingram was solid against Romeo. Kenny Chapit's won multiple championships. 2 MIHL teams. This is going to be fantastic.
All right, let's go to Division III, and we begin with the first game at 11 o'clock on Friday between Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Warren De La Salle. 2
more MIHL teams. Let's start with Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Balanced production, kind of coming from everywhere. Brunel's been a good player. We mentioned Magditch early in the year. He's having a fantastic season. There are 2 goalies getting it done right now. Coach Clano's got a tremendous Eaglet team. This should be a dandy. And for De La Salle, we've been talking them up all year. They might have been the team to beat all year. They or Flint Powers. De La Salle's still playing. They got a Vanderdonk up front that can cause you pain. They got a Vanderdonk back that can cause you pain. Stabnik's been distributing. I've said it all year long, John, and you saw the game on Saturday night. I like their defense core a lot, and obviously Sigmund gets a lot of the play, but Gangola was a guy that you, me, and Barbecue Mike were talking about. Rivera was solid. This is going to be a dandy between those MIHL foes.
And in the other semifinal, we have Calumet taking on Midland Down.
How about Coach Giacchino getting it done again? What a great job he is doing up there in Copper Country. Jackson Riley, 49 points on the season. Paul Sturos has 24 goals, but let's face it, Axel Locus is and has been the story all year long for this team. I've had so many people up there that follow it closely tell me this guy is flat out winning games. John, you know what happens in a one-and-done situation? A lot of times it comes down to goaltending. And I'll tell you what, the way that Axel Locus is playing, look out. I wouldn't want to face that kid, no doubt about that. Midland Dow, what a year for Midland hockey, by the way. We'll get to Midland in just a minute, but in regards to Dow, this has been a fantastic year. Billy Van Sumeren, as advertised, 57 points. Pomranki with 41 points. Colin I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing this correctly. I always worry about these games. How about he's just been a tremendous senior goaltender? 1.32 goals against average, 9.49 save percentage. Quietly one of the best goalies in the state, so that should be a dandy there as well.
State Champs Hockey Time is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Officials are needed, people. Become an official. Go to MHSAA.com for details. Help wanted, just whistle. All right, it's time now to announce our Final Four for the Warrior Hockey Player of the Year. And Sean, before we announce it, a great year for all these candidates.
Oh, tremendous year. We talked about it all year long. We could have had 20, 25 guys on this list. And, as always, we always like to give props to our sponsors. I mean, without Warrior, this isn't possible. So thanks to Dougie and all the great guys at Warrior for making both of these competitions possible.
Let's start with our online vote winner, and that's Alex Mazuka from Salem.
Well, congratulations. Alex had a tremendous year. Another tremendous year for the Rocks as well. John, we talk about it all the time. You know what? Represent, and you're going to have your guy representing. So, Alex Mazuka, congratulations to you.
Next up is another player from the KLAA conference, and that's Nick Baker from Brighton.
Well, John, we put our criteria up for good reason all year, because if there are any questions, usually the criteria answers that. And anybody questioning Nick Baker right now, you shouldn't be, because his game has gone like this. Big game performance. This guy has come through. Congratulations to Nick.
Next up, we have Peter Rosa from Brother Rice.
Dynamic, a guy that's going to play at the next level. Been talking about it all year, and he has really taken the Warriors on his shoulders as this year has progressed. No doubter right here. Congratulations to Mr. Rosa.
And the last one to make our Final Four, Billy Van Sumeren from Midland Dow.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I had guys just drooling about him in the summertime. If you recall, John, our very first show, we were talking about how a big year was expected from this kid, and boy, did he deliver. And Dow makes it all the way to the Final Four. Another no-doubter as far as I'm concerned.
And we got 3 of our Final Four in the Final Four this weekend.
Well, that's beautiful. I mean, it really is. And an opportunity for them to make that case that maybe, just maybe, we should be calling their name when the season's over.
Congratulations to Alex Mazuka, Nick Baker, Peter Rosa, and Billy Van Sumeren for making the Final Four in our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year. And we'll announce the winner pretty soon.
For more than 25 years, the greatest honor a Michigan high school student athlete can earn, the Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's High School Athlete of the Year. You're one of the tops in your sport. Prioritize education and giving back, like Cassius Winston, Megan Bobian, Rakia Jackson, and Aiden Hutchinson did. 6 male and 6 female nominees earn $1,000 of scholarship money, with $5,000 each to be awarded at an amazing red carpet gala in downtown Detroit in June. The registration deadline now extended through March 25th. But know this, you cannot be nominated if you don't apply. Download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com.
Hi, I'm Laura Ramus with DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine with today's Game Changers Pop Quiz. True or false? Most athletes breathe incorrectly. The answer is true. How do you know if you're breathing right or wrong? Well, when you take a breath in, it should not be through your upper chest and shoulders. So incorrect breathing looks like this. Human beings should be belly breathers. The muscle, our diaphragm, sits on top of our stomach. The air should go in through our nose, into our chest. The diaphragm contracts, filling the lungs, and as it does so, the belly moves out, the sides move out, and your back moves out. So make sure you're doing your belly breathing correctly to improve your athletic performance.
Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Then go where the pros go. DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. For immediate care, call 313-910-9328 or visit dmc.org/gamechangers.
right, it's time now to announce our Final Four for the Wall Award. And Sean, first year doing this award, a lot of success.
Oh, it was awesome, really. And thank you to that coach. He knows who he is for helping us get this going. I want to say his name so badly, but I'm going to respect him. How's that, Coach? It was a great idea, and you know what? So many guys were deserving of being in the Final Four, but in the end, there could be only 4.
And shout out to Warrior Hockey for being the sponsor of the awards as well.
Hey, I'm going to say it again, John. We don't have these awards without the great folks at Warrior, so to Dougie and the gang, thank you very much.
All right, let's start with our online vote winner in the Wall Award, and it's going to be Andrew Palmetier from Warren De La Salle.
Boy, did they respond. I mean, Pilot Nation stood up. Guy had a fantastic season. One of 2 darn good goaltenders for the Pilots, but congratulations to Andrew.
All right, next up we have Cam Reagan from Heartland.
Well, all he's done is win. You know, I mean, there's no other way to say that. All this young man has done is win. And he's got Heartland in a position to add another championship trophy to their already big trophy cabinet.
We head up north, and it's going to be Axel Locust from Calumet.
Phenomenal. I mean, I've said it once, I've said it 528 times. There are 528 Locust kids that have come through, and this kid is special. You saw it last year. He really started to make a name for himself, and he just elevated his play this year. So no doubter, Axel Locust.
And our last one to make the Final Four in our Wall Award is Dylan Ellison from Northville.
Well, you know what was interesting about this, John? You know, I talk about it every year. We have some coaches that are on our committee, and there were a few coaches that were adamant that it's Dylan. You know, we were having a little debate, and I'm not going to say who, but we were having a little debate over who the 4th person should be, and there were some coaches that were adamant that it was Dylan. So Dylan got the nod. I don't feel badly about that at all. You saw him also go like that, and Northville go like that as the season progressed. And you know what it reminded me of? I was telling somebody, remember a couple of years back when Austin Muirhead started to play really well for Novi, and you saw the team start to play with confidence because they knew that Muirhead was back there. The Mustangs had that same situation go on this year. You saw them go like this because they had confidence in that guy back there. So congratulations to Dylan and the Mustangs. They had a fantastic year. And Dylan, you are deservedly so one of our top 4.
And we have 3 of our Final Four in the semifinals.
Always an opportunity, John. We were talking about with Player of the Year. Always an opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I've got another stamp to put down. So good luck to everybody still playing this weekend.
And we're going to announce our winner shortly after the state finals. And that was our Wall Award, brought to you by our friends at Warrior Hockey. It's time now for our Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. I'm joined today by the head coach at Midland Dow, Dick Blasey. First off, congratulations to Midland Dow on making the Division III hockey semifinals. Just tell me how that feels.
Oh, it feels fantastic. You know, Division III, that's a tough road. And so just to get there is nice. And you know, just being able to redeem ourselves from the, you know, being within 24 hours of 2020, playing the semifinals. And so it feels really good. We have half our team was on that team 2 years ago. And so it's extra special, I think, this year that, knock on wood, we're going to play these games.
And how cool is it that your rival school, Midland, made the Final Four as well in Division I?
Yeah, it's a really neat thing for this town. And it's strange to think that, you know, there's only 12 teams still practicing, and the team that dresses right next door to us in the same rink, and you know, we're still practicing. So it's kind of cool to still see each other. And then we play back to back. We play at 1:30. I think they play at 5. So I think there's going to be, USA Hockey Arena between 1:30 and 8 o'clock or so is going to be packed with Midlanders.
So what's your message to the boys this week leading up to the game on Friday?
It's really just enjoy it. Let's just stick to what we've been doing well, and don't change your game. Just keep doing what you're doing, and the rest will fall in place.
Lastly, we announced earlier in our show that Billy Van Sumeren has made our Warrior Hockey Final Four. How cool is it that Billy is part of our Final Four?
I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. He deserves it. He's a fantastic player. He's, every time he touches the puck, he's a threat to score, and he's the guy that we put the saddle on every game. And it's no secret. And it's all you have to do is look at our team stats, and you can see who we look to. And at the same time, he's 6'5", 225 pounds, so it's not like he can hide. So it's like our team is kind of like, here's our guy, stop him. It's an outstanding compliment to Billy, and he's a fantastic kid, and it's well deserving.
Well, thank you, Dick, for taking the time here on Hockey Time. Good luck to Dow this Friday against Calumet. And that was our Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association.
I'm Elizabeth Kuhn, and State Champs Hockey Time is brought to you by High Sticks. Is your hockey team looking for new jerseys or apparel? The founders of High Sticks have a mission to design and create top-of-the-line jerseys for player comfort and style. Contact High Sticks at highsticks.com. They are ready to outfit your team in new jerseys and team apparel.
And we wrap it up in Division I, and we start with the game between Detroit Catholic Central and Midland.
Well, Midland Part 2. This time, it's the Chemics. Props go to Coach Witt and his staff. Ben Haney, 44 points leading the way. Matthew Witt has 20 goals, 20 assists, so he's having a fantastic year as well. Catholic Central, look, I still think that they're number one. You know how difficult it is to play against Catholic Central. They grind you down. They limit you so very much. Apple and West up front. Hemi, of course, on the blue line. He's having a tremendous season. And two goaltenders that on any given night, you don't know who's going to start, but two guys in Masters and Galda that can get the job done.
And in the other semifinal, we have Granville taking on Brighton.
Well, Brendan Bourne is really having a big season. 55 points. He's got 20 goals there. Gavin Rosema has 47 points. And Beck has been solid in net. Always happy for one of the gentlemen around the state, Joel Brazil. Bulldogs back in the Final Four. Speaking of Bulldogs, we've been talking up these guys all year, and for good reason. What a job Kurt Kavisto has done. Lest we forget, this has been a young team, John, a very young team. Those sophomores, whether it's Levi in net or Pettit or Duffney, you've seen them go like this. Nick Baker's been outstanding. And John, when we talk about Player of the Year, we always talk about how you want to give yourself a kick, elevate your game in the big game, and that's exactly what Baker has done. Brighton's going to be tough for anybody to beat, but that should be a dandy, a bulldog on bulldog crime.
So, Sean, this is going to be the first time in 3 years that we're going to have a full crowd at these semifinals.
I can't
and
wait.
Finals.
John, I can't wait. On a personal level, I haven't been there since 2019. I still, it seems like yesterday I was sitting at the kitchen table. I was in my suit, and I got the call saying, don't worry about coming and doing the broadcasts. It was canceled. And my heart still breaks thinking about that. But you know what? It was glad that they had the tournament last year, and now this year, everybody's going to be there. It should be outstanding. I mean, the MHSAA and the great folks at USA Hockey Arena always do such a fantastic job of hosting it. Hope to see everybody out there. Really do.
Good luck to all the teams playing in the semifinals on Thursday and Friday. And this is actually going to be our final Hockey Time show for the season. Next week, we're going to have our state champs at the state finals hockey edition. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for sponsoring Hockey Time throughout the season.
Gosh, thank you so much. I mean, this is so much fun to do, and it is not possible without each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And to the people that watch and have the comments, thank you. It's all about the kids. It really is. And, the great work that they're doing on the ice. So thank you very much.
So that's it for another edition of State Champs Hockey Time. So, Sean, what we're going to say?
See you at the rink.
At USA Hockey Arena.
State Champs Hockey Time is presented by Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Also presented by Alta Equipment Company, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider with over 40 brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For all things Michigan High School hockey, go to the Hub, MIHS hockeyhub.com. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Detroit Medical Center, Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. Warrior Hockey. And by High Sticks. Is your hockey team looking for new jerseys or apparel? Contact High Sticks at hystyx.com. They are ready to outfit your team in new jerseys and team apparel.